But the fight's not over yet. Now we have the Xavier against Nigma Galaxy. And I know that these two teams, they like to drop in Pachinki. And they never want to let go of Pachinki. So this will be an interesting few Erangles. 3 Erangles to be exact, that we will see them clash.
Oh, and we just know that Nigma Galaxy won't be backing out in this situation. I mean, we've seen them go head to head a lot of times during, Clash of Giants. So it's not surprising at all that Nigma Galaxy will be defending this particular spot right here. And also for the side of D Saver, let's see how long they're gonna last in this situation. But to be fair, just moments ago we've seen Hora and A1 Esports go at it. But if you guys are paying attention to like how many players actually went inside the game coming from A1, there were only 3 of them, so they're missing 1 more. So perhaps that could be the reason why they weren't able to kind of defended themselves just a while ago. So we'll see them probably in the next round. Let's see if they can make something happen then. It's too early to say since it's just the first game. But anyway, what a massive spray coming from Arwen of Nigma Galaxy, putting down a Lamborghini, I believe, from that exchange. Oh no!
And Arwen's a new name to me. Interesting. The rest of the other 3, recognizable. Anyway, the fight continues on. Now Redox is on the top floor, dancing around with Parajin. Parajin chasing him down and being sandwiched by 2 players from D Xavier. It was hard for him to get away. Gunned down just like that. But the rest of Nigma Galaxy, they are coming in. Here comes Arwen, Ralph, and Snow.
Oh no, not looking good for the side of D Savior, ladies and gents. But hey, let's see what Parajin can make off in this situation. Right now we can see that Snomix as well as Arwen are trying to put him down. And it could be overwhelming, for just one guy. Enigma Galaxy obviously won Pachinki fair and square. But from that exchange, they also have 1 casualty, but not exiting the game without putting up a point there. So, it's a total of 4 points for Enigma Galaxy.
Yeah, so 4 points, but they lost 1 player. I mean, it's a decent start, right? And this is a team that, surprised me. And I believe it surprised us as well. A7 is currently playing. I believe this is the first time that A7 is actually playing within the Ruthless Side Esports tournament series.
Yes, that's why it's going to be crazy tonight, Sir Cloud. We've got an early rotation coming from NS Red Force. They are now inside the circle, the safe zone. It's an early rotation as well coming from Hora Esports. From the school, did they come from the school area? Yes, I think so. Now they're in Yasnaya. Oh no, because A1 loves to drop in Yasnaya, so I guess they've already been there, since the beginning of the game. But they're pretty close with RQ, but I don't think they're going to be clashing just yet. But as for the other teams that are still outside of the zone, A7, we did mention this a while ago. They are on the north side of Jorgopul, and down south we've got the LGD team. Okay, LGD. And we also got Tianba just around the proximity. Vampire Esports will be coming from Primor, so that's a little bit far, from the circle. But for Miracle Vibes, they are prepping up from the south side of Erangel. But I feel like before they can even get into the circle, they will probably clash with Thunder Talk in Novo.
Oh, all the way down south, okay. Interesting. Especially when they want to try to cross the bridge, that's where they might meet up with each other. So it really depends on what kind of timing are we looking at that they will cross. And some of the teams already crossing into the circle. 4 Thrice will be taking the Riverside to get in. And looks like a quick pick stop for them to try to loot out. They're probably thinking to themselves that we don't have enough loot yet. Looking at one of their players, no Molly, one of the players, no Nate. So it's probably a quick pit stop for them to see if they can gather those resources before they head in and be prepared for bigger fights in the circle.
They say about there's a saying. What is happening? Okay, my tongue got twisted. There's a saying wherein like you don't come to a gunfight with a knife. Right? Is that right? Yeah. So if you don't have the resources, you don't have enough resources, you don't have enough ammo, then I don't think you're even have the chance to win any altercations inside the game. So might as well just get everything first and make sure that you guys are all prepped up before you get into an engagement. Now for MV, we got Tops, we've got Joel, the rest of the team there getting into position. I feel like they are ready to challenge the boys of Thunder Talk Gaming, because if we're going to be seeing the circle in just a while, you'll know that Four Thrives is at the end of that East Bridge. So yeah, perhaps all of those three teams that we just mentioned will have an exchange in a few moments.
Top's movement from Falcons to 4MV is probably the biggest
man.
transfer news that we have seen in recent time.
Oh man.
Yeah, I believe that shook the internet. Like, wait, what's happening? Like, why is he leaving Falcons? Like, why is this possible? And then he joins 4 Miracle Vibes. And now you have Top, you have Zul, you have Refuse and Dog all together on the same team. This is just insane.
Oh, I mean, Top and Action. What a duo. So, I mean, they're practically defined what it meant to dominate in PUBG, delivering, highlight real performances time and again. And now seeing Top, just like what you mentioned, team up with Dog, another absolute powerhouse. It feels like 4 Miracle Vibes has built a roster full of firepower. I mean, mixing players like Joel, known for his sharp mechanics, and Rifus, whose consistency anchors the team, and you've got some would call a dream lineup. But I do wonder how they can balance, the egos, the play style, and even expectations. I mean, too many big personalities or aggressive approaches can lead to clashes, and teams need to figure out how to blend their talents into a cohesive unit. But so far, so good for the side of 4MV, I can say.
Yeah, I guess that's the management problem as well. Not the management problem, but you guys get what I mean, right? The management's problem to solve. Yeah, that's where I was trying to get to. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they have that all sorted out. If not, they would have made that transfer. And obviously on paper, like that is probably like the biggest transfer, arguably the biggest transfer. And now they arguably have like the highest stats of players in a single region that you can get in a squad. That's insane. And now we have them on the elimination field with Rifus knocking down one player of Tianba. And this is them just showing the proudness, the firepower that they have. And Tops, he wants to get a second one.
Yeah, and like I said, they seem to be handling it well with strong performances like their Central Asia play in win, But the real tester, Cloud, will be on the global stage, I can say. Can they maintain, the synergy when up against the world's best? But anyway, we're going to be answering that in just a while, ladies and gents, as soon as this fight is done, because Tianba right now is in a vulnerable spot. We've got one of them currently knocked down. Now make that 2. So 2 down, 2 to go. Joel is doing amazingly well. And not sure how Tianba is going to flip the script on this one, because Tops, being known as the aggressor at the moment, is continuing with the massive spray coming from 4 Miracle Vibes.
They are absolutely not letting Tianba go, even though the blue is already here. And there's another team behind them that actually sped past by 4 Miracle Vibes, but they're like, we'll deal with that later. Now we want to collect all these points. And Tianba now down to only 2 players. We got Shi, we'll call him Y for now, because I can't read the first Chinese word. But if you guys know, to put in the comment section. Anyway, 4 Miracle Vibes, they will secure another elimination point, and that is going to be Tianba. 1 player left, perhaps 4 Miracle Vibes. Going to just charge in to finish up the job.
Okay, rotations from the kill feed. I think there's another player knocked down on the ground. No confirmation yet if they've been set out back in the lobby. Now, RRQ. Okay, this team, I'm curious if they can make something happen for this year. But anyway, let's check out their performance for the night of champions. If there's going to be an impressive gameplay coming from the team, because we've always known that RQ is a staple name, in the Rootless Hat esports community. But then again, what matters most is how they play in the official tournaments. But anyway, going back to NS Red Force here, Sir Cloud Beanie is already out, one down, two to go. LGD Gaming seems to be doing just fine. And I feel like if they continue on at this pace, there is a chance perhaps, yes, okay, it's already done. NS Red Force out of the game, and the 3 points automatic for LGD Gaming.
Oh, but they have to reset quickly because here comes Hora Esports, ladies and gentlemen. Alpha 7, they saw Nigma Galaxy making that rotation in front of them. We're back on the LGD Gaming right now, defending their ground against Hora Esports, and no fear will be gunned down by the rest of Hora coming in.
Yes, sir. LGD has a lot to do in this situation. I mean, they haven't had the chance to lick their wounds just yet, and Hora Esports is coming to get them. No fear, however, is going to knock down on the ground, but Sky continues on to try and flush him out at this point. Unfortunate Jiggle, I think, just got hit with a stray bullet, and is not looking too good for the side of Hora as well. It looks to me like LGD Gaming might have a chance of actually winning this fight.
Yeah, and they're now going down to the ground floor. Hora Esports not able to reset. It's only Sky right now. Goes up to the second floor. He does have an aid in hand, but the rest of LGD, they are coming in from multiple angles. Where is Sky going to go right now? Sky on the top floor, on the outside, trying to take down Afu, but he can't land his shots yet. All of them from LGD in the same building now.
Oh man, Jiggle, pretty helpless at the moment. I know the feeling when you just want to go and help out your team, but you're currently knocked down on the ground, and Hora Esports took a massive nade. LGD domination, scoring 5 elimination points from 2 teams, and Hora eliminated with only 4. Man, we're down to just 11 teams remaining.
I know, right? And it's only stage number 3. And the fight continues on here with 4 tries. Falak will get Shiyu. Looking for his next target. Ming now will be gunned down from afar, and it came from Noki from the other side.
Man, his position just got compromised. That was quite a stellar shot coming from Noki. Now, we can see that 4 thrives T24, okay, providing some support from afar from that angle, okay. Massive spray, but not hitting it. Maybe those are just like warning shots. Okay, don't come near me. Okay, let's just look at the situation over to the right side. We can see that, the circle went a little left this time, and Nigma Galaxy is already down there in the middle. Pretty close with 4 Miracle Vibes. So definitely Tops is getting some information and probably cascading it to the rest of the teams here to try and prep them up on what they're going to be doing in this situation.
And here comes the rest of the cavalry from 4 Miracle Vibes. They're looking for the final player, Tianba. Surprising enough, Tianba, this one last player, why he actually survived this long. I thought he would have been long gone in the blue earlier on. But anyway, he managed to get away. But can he get away from this? Right now, 4 Miracle Vibes are circling around him like sharks as Y fires back, exposes himself to the side, and it's none other than Top to land the final blow.
I feel like they just flushed him out, right? He just got his side a little bit exposed to Tops, and the Tops just went ahead and took advantage of that one. So that is quite a good strategy coming from 4 Miracle Vibes. Now down to just 10 teams remaining. We are now looking at Champions eSports, and this is Sir Cloud's team. They haven't put up any numbers just yet onto the scoreboard, but if we're going to be looking at their current position, I think they are a little bit onto the east side of the circle.
Yep, they came from Lipovka. Now they're trying to go up to the high ground. They're around the area of prison now. And using their long-range scope, they knock down one of the players of 4th rise as they will look for the next target, spraying into the smoke. Trying to get the target. Kino will get Palak. That's going to be their first point in this round.
Okay, so Falak is bleeding out. Can his team revive him? That is a question. Vampire Esports seems to be having some trouble as well. 4 Miracle Vibes, it's a total domination as per PUBG with 5 elimination points. But as for T24, okay, he's also out of the game. Champions Esports putting up 2 points under their belt, but with 1 casualty. Now, we've got a new name here. Camel? Was it Camel? Is it Camel right here from Vampire Esports?
Yeah, it looks like something that you ride in desert camel. It's a name that I don't recognize, but these players, right? During off season, they just like to trick us. I don't know, or maybe it's a tryout play. I have no idea as well. But what I'm sure is that Momon is knocked down and eliminated from afar by Refuse, and Vampire Esports out without any points.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Make our jobs a little bit harder. Even okay. And never mind, ladies and just 9 teams remaining. Champion Esports. We've got one of them currently knocked down on the ground. Now on the screen we can see RQ. It's a 2-2 split up against ASI8. Okay, we can see that Baby just threw a nade. It hit Nugget. He's coming for the second one, but okay. RQ was able to dodge that attack, but Baby right here has a shotgun. He was able to dodge another nade attack coming from ASI, and he's cooking up his own nade. Will he hit at least one guy from RQ?
Oh, Sorvel takes a lot of damage. 40% of health left. Has to back up. Nugget will be eliminated. Needs set across by Nepeko. Nepeko from the back. Interesting enough, Nepeko is not using a pseudo name this time, but dancing right in front of Baby. It's going to be Sorvel. Sorvel knocked down. Now it's only Nepeko left.
Baby. Oh, just threw the molly right there trying to hit Nerpeko down, but Nerpeko will definitely retaliate with his own nade as well. He threw it up against Baby, but Baby was able to dodge that attack, but he's a little low in HP. And Nerpeko, okay, here comes the choices. Am I going to save or revive my teammate first, or am I going to take care of business? But Baby, as you can see, is already trying to sneak an attack here. Oh, it looks like RQ doesn't know where Baby is at the moment with that nade, completely missing him out. Goes in for the revive, and here comes the attack, but I think he just missed his opportunity there.
Baby, when you touch me like this, but don't touch him like this. He doesn't want to be touched. Nepeko will still want to look for that. Baby sends a nade across, and Baby evades it, but Baby fires back with higher advantage, yet it's still Nepeko winning the fight. But RQ, they're not done yet with this fight though, and Huzaifa comes in for the other side. Huzaifa immediately gets knocked back down.
Who is going to get served from this exchange, ladies and gentlemen? It's a tight competition between these two amazing teams, but ASI, it seems to be losing more of their members compared to RRQ, but RRQ managed to put up 4 elimination points under their names, so perhaps they are carrying that momentum up against ASI, and there you go, ladies and gents. We did say that RRQ is a staple name in the community of Ruthless Hype Esports, and they continue to do so by eliminating ASI8.
Ooh, but they have to get out of the crosshairs of Alpha 7 Esports now. Well done, gun down. Actually, gun down to the amount of health that he is knocked down by the blue. And at the other day, it is still going to be Alpha 7 securing that one final point against RRQ.
Now we're talking business. All right, we are at stage 5? Okay, so it is expected that the teams remaining will then now perform, right? And we can see that Alpha 7 is slowly picking up the pace here. They're picking up points for their team, so let's see what's going to happen as we look on for Miracle Vibes. We've got Rifus, and he has bagged, most of the kill points here. It's 7 points in total. They're currently tied up with LVG, so 2 teams are performing at a maximum at this point, so it's going to be an interesting end zone that we're going to be witnessing in just a while. 4 Thrives Esports, 3 elimination points, T24 and Flat already out of the game, but that is such a great knockdown coming from No Key and from that angle and from that distance. Wow,
make that a second one by Noki. Look at our Rebel from Alpha 7. Long range not, but not able to secure the elimination point yet, but still he stamped his dominance around this area. And they need to stamp even more dominance because now the circle will continue to close. Who will be favored by it? The circle will go towards the south.
Carrillo just got knocked down by Noki of 4 Thrives. Man, they are currently dominating. Obviously, A7. I think this is not a very good spot for them to stay in. To be honest, I mean, there's really no way for them to actively and efficiently defend themselves at this point. I mean, we've got LGD coming up from behind, and they're completely surrounded at this point. But since LGD is now trying to flush out A7, this will give a little time for NGX to reset. But unfortunately, it was a little too late, and now NGX is left with just one player remaining.
Oh, and Alpha 7, they're prepping their own needs. 2 needs might be launched against LGD. LGD crashes in! Immediately gets squashed! And there's only Rebel left. The rest of LGD coming in. They came in at the right timing. They should be able to save their teammate. At the same time, eliminating Alpha 7. LGD on the rampage.
LGD is currently at the top of the leaderboards now with 10 elimination points, followed by 4 Miracle Vibes. But if we're going to be looking at the situation here, ladies and gents, the top 4 teams, 4MV leading the chart here, followed by Thunder Talk, LDG, and Enigma Galaxy. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Enigma will come in last just because they only have 1 player left. But 4 Miracle Vibes, highest chance they're going to be bagging the first winner in a chicken dinner, and production will get the points, Sir Cloud, because they have the number advantage.
Oh, absolutely, right? Make that 3 teams left, 4v2v1. The numbers heavily favor 4 Medical Vibes with a 60% potential winner chicken dinner rate. And let's see how will either LGD or Enigma Galaxy deal with this. I mean, even Snowix now burned out the ground thanks to Inks. And it's only 2v4 now.
Okay, maybe there's a miracle that's going to happen for the side of LGD. They can pull off a chicken dinner from this exchange. It's going to be a 4v2 here, ladies and gents, and 11 points now for Miracle Vibes. They are kind of flexing a bit, don't you think, Sir Cloud?
Absolutely, right? Like they have been on the get-go from the beginning. Now 11 elimination points, looking to make it 13. With only 2 LGD players left. It's going to be Afu right in front of Zio. Zio is going for it. Lynx will be finished off. And that's going to be Afu defending his crown. He does have DBS. 1 knock. Could he pull off a big clutch here, but he needs to heal up.
Oh man, essential kill right there coming from Afu. Oh, that chicken dinner might slip from the hands of 4 Miracle Vibes because that was such a great counter coming from LGD. Now we can see that he's been popping up a lot of Molly here to try and buy some time. But okay. But okay, that was a close call. You gotta admit, right? I mean, 4 Miracle Vibes, yes, they were able to get the chicken dinner, but LGD, man, you still have to give a round of applause because they were able to effectively defend their, that last zone for their team. Unfortunately, just came up a little bit short, and 4MV snatching the chicken dinner.
Oh, it was crazy, not gonna lie, right? Yeah, that LGD moment, that could have been a clutch chicken dinner by itself. But we're not going to take away the spotlight here from 4 Medical Vibes, who from the very beginning, we saw them in action, somewhere in the middle, more action, towards the end action. It's just action all the way for 4 Medical Vibes. No pun intended, because action is not in the lineup, but yeah.
Oh man, mic drop.
But still 4 Medical Vibes. What an insane performance by them.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you, Sir Cloud. I mean, if that game was any indication, we're in for an absolute treat tonight. The teams are